The news edge begins with a Virginia lawmaker blasting Congress for what he calls stupidity on steroids. Senator Mark Warner took to the floor of the Senate today and warned his fellow colleagues aren't paying attention to the thousands of federal workers who have been furloughed because of the sequester. Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald back from Capitol Hill now, and Tom, the senator, says he's angry.
Well, Brian, he is, and he let people know about it today. For the past several weeks, Warner's office has been hearing from federal workers who have been forced to stay home without any pay because Congress just couldn't reach a deal on the budget last spring. Now that the reality of these furloughs are here, though, Warner says he wants Congress to stop pretending like they're not happening and get to work on ending these furloughs once and for all.
I get so angry I can barely speak.
These are just a few of the 500 letters that have poured into Virginia Senator Mark Warner's office in just the last 2 weeks. Letters from furloughed federal workers who have lost pay and lost jobs.
Nobody's getting a, sequestration discount on daycare or on student loans or on their rent.
Senator Warner took this pile to the Senate floor Thursday, reading directly from letters, like one from a federal worker in Springfield, who say that furloughs have not only crushed spirits, but productivity.
The morale in our agency is so poor that most workers who used to work 10 or 11 hours a day are now planning to work their exact 8 hours only. So that 20% cut 1 day a week is actually cutting productivity in a much greater percentage.
The sequester forced $85 billion in cuts split between defense and domestic spending. The Pentagon in Arlington faced furloughing nearly 600,000 civilian workers for 11 days. Now, while Virginia has been feeling the brunt of these sequestration cuts, it is not the only place. Federal workers in Maryland and D.C. have also been forced to leave their jobs, and Senator Warner says Congress needs to start hearing from those folks as well.
And what's remarkable as well, none of these letters are saying, hey, it's all the Democrats' fault, or it's all the Republicans' fault, or it's the House's fault, or the Senate's fault. They blame all of us.
Warner says his goal is now to avoid a second round of sequester cuts down the road that could carve another $100 billion in reductions. Now, Senator Warner is part of a group of senators known as the Gang of Eight. 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans have been trying to work out a long-time budget deal that both parties can accept. But time is important here as well. Brian, the government is going to reach another borrowing limit this fall, which could mean another possible showdown over raising the debt ceiling.
Tom Fitzgerald tonight.